Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, I am going to be doing another video that I have done in the past, and this is going to be fragrance mists that smell like high-end perfumes. I haven't done this video in a while because I was waiting to get new fragrance mists so that I can find perfumes that smell like the fragrance mist. So I am super excited to be doing this video today. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on all things girly, especially videos on smelling good. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy to have you here with me today, and I appreciate your support so much. With that said, let's get right into today's video. So it's been a while since I did this type of video where I show you guys fragrance mists that smell like high-end perfumes, and this is not going to be 100% dupes. And I do have to say that at the beginning of this video because sometimes people get a little crazy if something doesn't smell exactly the same, but you have to keep in mind you're going to have a few little differences. Maybe it's not going to be exactly the same, but they are very similar. Some of them can be very close to being dupes. And if you layer these scents together with the fragrances, you're going to have an amazing combination. So this video is great for those of you who either want to layer body care with a fragrance to make the scent stronger, or it's also great if you don't want to buy a perfume and you want something that gives off those vibes. Then this is perfect because you will know what these fragrance mists smell like. So I'm going to start off with the first one. Now, since I haven't done this video in a long time and I do have new subscribers, there are going to be some in here that I have mentioned before, but since the holidays are coming up, these fragrance mists tend to come out during the holiday season, so I will put this on this video just so that you guys are aware of them. So the first one that I'm going to start off with is one that was released last year, and this is Fireside Flurries. This is from Bath and Body Works. So I got Fireside Flurries last year, and I noticed that it reminded me a lot of two perfumes that I have in my collection. So the dry down of Fireside Flurries reminds me so much, and they can be almost dupes to each other, of Ariana Grande's REM and Replica's Coffee Break. So if you like any of these two perfumes, this smells almost exactly like these perfumes. The opening is not going to be the same because Coffee Break does have more of a coffee vibe to it, but then that kind of gets a little softer, and then you get like that base scent, which is just very like fluffy. It's a very comfy, cozy type of scent, and all of these have something in common, which is that they have lavender. So that's kind of what helps a lot to make them smell so similar to each other. So every time that I wear either of these fragrances, I always layer with the body lotion and the fragrance mist of Fireside Flurries. So this holiday season, if you do see this released, grab it because it is very similar to these, which Replica is pretty expensive. Replica fragrances are more than $100, and the dry down is super duper similar. This is like a creamy lavender coffee type of scent, but once it dries down, this pretty much turns into the same thing. So these are very similar. Next up, this one is always released during the holiday season as well, and this is Winter Candy Apple, and here is the packaging for that one. And this one is very similar to Kayali's Eden Juicy Apple. So if you want something that has the same vibes, or you want something to layer with this fragrance, this is perfect. This one does have a tiny bit of a spicy note in it because of the cinnamon that is in here, but I think that it makes it even better for fall time because you can create like a fall or winter scent for Kayali's Eden, but they are still super similar to each other. So I would say that these are dupes for one another, and this is just a juicy apple fruity type of fragrance. So if you like those types of fragrances, this is a great one to pick up. All right, so the next ones that I'm going to be talking about, I have not shown on my channel. A lot of these are new to my collection, so I'm going to start off with Wicked Vanilla Woods from Bath and Body Works, and this one automatically reminded me of something when I smelled it. I couldn't really get to what it was that it reminded me of, But Wicked Vanilla Woods to me is pretty much a perfect dupe for the Seven Virtues Vanilla Woods. The only thing that is going to be missing in here that this one has is that caramel note. So this is definitely sweeter. And this one just has like that woody vanilla type of vibe, but they smell so similar. And I layer these two together and they go together perfectly. So if you're looking for something to layer with Vanilla Woods, then Wicked Vanilla Woods is perfect for that. And again, the only thing that's missing is that little bit of caramel. So this one is not as sweet as this one can get, but it's a really nice combo and they are super, super similar to each other. This is a very relaxing woody vanilla type of scent, very soft, and Wicked Vanilla Woods is a perfect dupe for that. Next up, we have Midnight Amber Glow. This has notes of smooth amber, caramel latte, and vanilla bourbon. So the fragrance that this can be a dupe of is a fragrance that other mists have also been dupes for it. But I'm showing this one because this is in stores right now. You can get your hands on it and it's easily accessible. So Midnight Amber Glow is a great dupe for Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. They both have that latte coffee type of vibe. They're both deep and just very dark yet sweet at the same time, and these are perfect for fall time. So Midnight Amber Glow smells so similar to Dolce & Gabbana, The Only One. So these two paired together would smell so amazing. That's why I buy the body creams and the fragrance mist, because I love layering so that the scents can last longer on my skin. So these two are very similar to each other. The next fragrance mist, I picked this up because I already had all of the Bath & Body Works releases that I wanted, but then I realized that this one was out in stores and I needed to go get my hands on it. Now I went, I bought it, and when I got home, I kept thinking, this reminds me of something. It reminds me of a perfume, and I need to figure out which one it is. So this is Fall in Bloom, which is one of the latest launches from Bath & Body Works, and the notes for this fragrance mist are juicy plum, wild blooms, and velvet moss. This smells almost exactly the same as the Burberry Hers. So here I have the original Burberry Her and I have the Burberry Her Elixir. I still can't really decide which one it reminds me more of because these are all so similar to each other. But what's funny is that when I first got it, I was kind of doubting myself and I was like, no, maybe it doesn't smell like Burberry Her. So then I posted my review on the Burberry Her Elixir and I had one of you guys comment that you guys said that this was a dupe. So that just confirmed it for me that I wasn't just like imagining things. So this smells very similar to Burberry Her. It's definitely closer to being a spot on dupe. Like if you want something to layer with Burberry Her, this is perfect. It smells just like it. I think that that's kind of what they were going for with this, because the similarity is just way too much. So it does have kind of like a powdery feel. Now this has plum in it, so it doesn't have strawberry, but somehow it smells so close to Burberry Her. So it's a little confusing, but if you want a dupe for Burberry Her, Fall in Bloom is spot on. Probably the closest you're going to find to Burberry Her. So thank you to those of you who commented and let me know that you guys also agreed that this is a dupe, because I wasn't sure if I was right with this one. So when you guys commented on my video, that just helped me out a whole bunch, because that made me realize that it is a perfect dupe. Other people are noticing as well. So that is Fall in Bloom. This next one is another very exciting one, because although it's not 100% a dupe, they are so close to each other. They are very similar. They give off the same vibe, and together they make the best combo. So this is Cozy Season by Bath & Body Works, and the notes for this one are soft lavender, golden honey, and creamy oak. And when I sprayed this on, I immediately knew what perfume it smelled like and what I was going to layer on top of it, and that is Kilian's Princess Perfume. So these two together are so amazing, and this is a really nice dupe for this one. Now this one doesn't give off like that kind of tea vibe that Princess has, but the dry down is pretty much almost identical to each other. When you first spray it, you're not going to see the similarity. You're gonna think, oh, this doesn't really smell like like Princess. But if you give it a little bit and you let it dry, these two are beautiful together. And this is a pretty close dupe to Princess. It's a creamy, fluffy, just comfy type of scent, and that's what I get from this as well. And when I paired these two together, it lasted so long, and I just kept smelling it on myself, and I was just so excited because this is a super nice combination. Next up, I have one from Victoria's Secret, and this is Star Smoked Amber, and this is just going to be another option for those of you who want fragrances that smell like replicas by the fireplace. Last year, I let you guys know that Bonfire Bash from Bath & Body Works is pretty much perfection layered with by the fireplace. The only thing you're not going to get from these two fragrance mists is that super woody opening. So if you're not a fan of that, then you might want to give these fragrance mists a try, because the dry down is very similar to by the fireplace. So I'm going to be layering this with replicas by the fireplace, but Bonfire Bash is also a very close dupe to Replica by the Fireplace. It's just a softer, creamier version of By the Fireplace. And this one to me has a little bit more of that smoky touch to it. So if you do like the smokiness in By the Fireplace, then Star Smoked Amber is perfect to layer with it. They're so similar. I love this fragrance mist. Very woody, but it still has a little bit of sweetness to it. It's very cozy and very perfect for fall time. So those two are very similar. And now for my last fragrance mist that reminds me of a perfume, I was very excited with this one. This one's not going to be a spot on dupe because it's very hard to find a dupe for the fragrance I'm going to talk about, but this is Victoria's Secret Nectar Drip. I don't know how long this is going to be available for, so I'm trying to get this video out as soon as I can, but this is the only fragrance mist that I have found that gives me the same vibes as Elie Saab Girl of Now. So these two paired together are perfect. They're not exact dupes for each other, but they are super close in the scent that they give off. It is like a very sweet, a little bit floral, creamy type of scent. And I cannot wait to layer these two together. So just remember that it's not 100% a dupe, but if you like Elie Saab Girl of Now, you like fragrances with that type of DNA, then you're going to really love the Nectar Drip from Victoria's Secret. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed these fragrance mist dupes for high-end fragrances. I think my daughter just woke up, so I'm gonna have to wrap this up quickly. But thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you guys so much. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and comment down below if you have any fragrance mist that you feel is a dupe for another high-end fragrance. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave today's video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Hace mucho tiempo la